Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and do a fresh build, and this is one of those that I was able to get by the salvage yard. I think this is where we're gonna be getting most of our cars from this point on, because I don't know if it makes sense for me to be buying cars at an auction that are already in good condition and all that. You know, we want the scraps, 10 scraps into some fine art. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so this is it, guys. I feel like this thing needs to be fast, so we are going to be upgrading the parts for sure, and upgrading the engine and all that, and making this thing as quick as possible, and hopefully a big profit at the end. All right, so without any delay, let's go ahead and take this thing for a wash. All right, you guys already know how we do around here. We wash our car first before we can put our hands on it. All right, before we can put it in our shop, because we're trying to keep our shop as clean as possible as well. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of detailing here. Unnecessary detailing, but very much needed. All right, I think now the interior looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and sit in here. All right, let's take a look at the dash. Dash is not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I mean, even, but the body is a little bit rough still. But anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing inside and start working on it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get right to it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and raise this bad boy up, and as always, I'm gonna go ahead and strip it down, and then you know, get on with fixing pretty much everything. We are going to be replacing with everything with some new parts here, so let me go ahead and get to stripping. Let's get it. Alrighty, I think we are pretty much almost done. There was not really much in terms of parts in this one underneath, so when I do go buy my parts, there's going to be a little bit of looking around and all that. I don't believe there's any oil in this, so I'm gonna try and pull out the engine and see. Alright, it's gonna require me to even, I mean, so unnecessary. I know there's no oil in there. Definitely no oil in there, but anyways, let's go ahead and move this to our lifter A. Oh, there was some. Come on, man. Come on, mate. Come on. All right, let me go ahead and drop it down. All right, let's go ahead and pull this engine out, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the honors and dismantle the engine. All right, let's go ahead and install it right here. But let me just go ahead and finish off the engine bay here and take out everything, and then move from here. All right, I don't care about that. Go ahead and get the battery out. We're just gonna need to charge the battery. It should be good. There's nothing in there, like, fuck. There is nothing in there. I don't even know what we're doing all of this for right now. All right, let's go ahead and take out the fuse box. All right, take out the fuse box here, and that's pretty much everything stripped down from the engine bay. We're gonna go ahead and deal with the parts later, but for right now, I need to go ahead and dismantle this engine here real quick. Let me go ahead and get right to it, and then we can go ahead and go buy some parts after. Alrighty, guys, we are just about to finish off taking this engine apart. I mean, it's looking very rough, I have to say. Very, very rough indeed. Last but not least, the engine block. All right, I think now I should be very much ready to mark all of my parts that I need, and then we can go ahead and go buy some parts very soon. All right, let me go ahead and do just that. It's gonna be a long one, this. Alrighty guys, I think I'm pretty much done with marking. So let's go ahead and go buy these parts here real quick, and hopefully everything is gonna go smooth. All right, and I'll see you guys when I finish buying these parts. And I need about 8 of these, and with that, really, we are pretty much almost ready to go. I don't know if I should you know what, let's go ahead and just construct the engine here real quick and put it together. All right, it should be an interesting one. Hopefully I do have all the parts though, because this one is one of those, I've done this engine quite a bit still. It's a little bit annoying, but as long as I have everything, I think we should be able to plug everything in and be able to finish off this quickly. So let me go ahead and try and do that. All right. All right, last but not least, let's go ahead and throw in our last rod in here and some rod caps, and then throw in our oil pan, and then we can try and rotate this thing and get into installing some of these parts. Just gonna go ahead and try to throw in everything that I have right now, and if I'm missing something, then we're gonna need to revisit that issue at some point. But I think I was able to get all the parts that I need. All right, so let me just go ahead and try and throw everything together here. Let's go ahead and get some spark plugs in here. Should be somewhat of an easy build, but just never know. All right, let me go ahead and put this camshaft in so that we can put these annoying valves push rods right here. They're so annoying, mate. All the engine need all of this nonsense. I would never know. Like, yes, this is what we need to do to finish off this build. This is a pill we need to swallow to finish off this build, mate. It's so tedious, time consuming, it's crazy. Alright, we're almost there. We still got the other side to do, but we're almost there. Almost there, mate, almost there. At least my screwing skills are a little bit quicker now still. Anyways, let me go ahead and just put the engine cover on, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this next side like boom. Last but not least, I think everything else should be pretty easy to just plug and play. All right, let's go ahead and screw all of this in. Finish off this engine quick, and then go deal with the vehicle itself. I need to go ahead and join the wheels. I already got the wheels as well. Yeah, so everything should go smooth from this point. All right, let me go ahead and throw in the oil filter in here. Go ahead and throw in the alternator. It should be a beast when it's done for sure. I'm just chasing profit right now. All right, spend quite a bit of money on the parts for sure. It's not cheap, mate. It's not cheap. All right, this thing is not coming together cheap at all, so I'm expecting significant amount. All right, let's go ahead and throw in the belt, and last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and throw in the fan. Go ahead and put in the intake here real quick, and close this thing out at the top. All right, it works out pretty nice when you have everything still. All right, let me go ahead and finish off this part over here before I forget. All right, it is clips. I do have the clips. Are you listening? Which is pretty handy. Go ahead and throw that in, and throw the wires in, and that part should be done. Let's go ahead and put the air filter in here. Phew, almost thought I didn't get the air filter there for a second. And that's the last thing that we need to do to this engine. The engine is ready. What the fuck? I always get confused when I try to leave the the engine section. All right, let's go ahead and get this together here real quick. I mean, the suspension either is not like it's gonna take 10 years or anything like that. It's a pretty easy suspension to do. Let me go ahead and get the wheels done. I'm just keeping up the original wheels for this one. I'm not really looking to do anything different because I am not planning to keep this vehicle. It's for flipping. All right, go ahead and balance this on the other side here. Alrighty, we are pretty much done with that. Now we can deal with the body of the car here. I'll go ahead and take out all of this unnecessary stuff, and then we can weld this thing. Go ahead and take out the trunk. Take out everything that I can put my eyes on. Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and take off the interior. Go ahead and take off the interior. Just needs 2 seats and a steering wheel, which is pretty nice. All right, now we can go ahead and weld this thing. 1300. Oh boy. All right, watch this baby transform. Okay, so I didn't take out the front section. All right, let's go ahead and take off this and then take off the headlights as well. Do I have the headlight over here? Yep, I do. All right, so I think I've been able to take out pretty much everything. What are we supposed to do now? Throw in the engine in there? You know what, let's go ahead and do the suspension first. Or maybe we could just throw in the engine, and then when we go underneath, we're pretty much putting everything in there. But I haven't, you know what, let's make it look a little bit more realistic, fam. All right, where am I gonna hang the engine like this? Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, let me go ahead and throw everything in. It should be an easy one. It should be a quick one. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I cannot wait to see the finished product because I'm curious to see how much money are we really going to make out of this one. Curious. I am curious, mate. I'm all about that dollar right now. All right, go ahead and finish off the front. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to the back and finish that off as well. Be very easy. All right, go ahead and put this shocker in and finish off the front here. We're just gonna go ahead and throw in the wheel as well. All right, not bad. It's coming together just fine. Just like that. Go ahead and throw in the wheel. All right. Ready, guys. We're pretty much almost done. I'm going to do the last part of the suspension here, the rear suspension. Just finishing it off. All right, making sure I have everything that I need in here. All right, let's go ahead and throw in the springs in here. All right, the lift springs in here. All right. Come on. Just quick like that. Put the shoe in. Get the drum in. And then the wheel, fam. All right. Starting to look like a car now. Before I forget, let me go ahead and throw in the fuel tank and the fuel pump as well. Let's go ahead and throw in the exhaust section. All right, the rear mufflers. Okay, am I missing something here? Nope. Just need to go ahead and drop it down, put the engine in, and then we can go ahead and come back and put in the front exhaust pipes. Let's go ahead and drop it down. It's starting to look like a car now, ain't it? It's starting to look like a car. All right, let me go ahead and go get my engine here. All right. Let's go ahead and take it here. Go ahead and install. I think everything is good. We'll find out after we are pretty much done here. All right. So before I go underneath, let me just go ahead and plug everything that needs to be plugged in right here in the engine bay, so that we don't waste too much time going up and down and all of that. So I want to go ahead and go underneath this car for the last time, and when I come back we should be pretty much finished here. All right, let's go ahead and put this in. Hopefully I have this. Yep, I do. Do I have the C? Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and put the cover on, the radiator on. All right, just plug in. The only thing that I'm missing here from the top is going to be the battery. But let me go ahead and throw in my fluids. Okay, just go ahead and throw in the fluids. Alrighty guys, last but not least, let me go ahead and throw in the engine oil, and then we can raise this thing up and go put the gearbox in and pattern up everything underneath. And then when we come back, this vehicle should be pretty much done. All we are going to be left with is the body work. All right, but for now, let me go ahead and just plug in my battery here while I raise this thing up, and we finish off at the bottom. All right, let's go ahead and put this in here real quick. Plug this bad boy in. It should have a little bit more horsepower for sure when it's all said and done. Let's go ahead and plug in the exhaust pipes. And then last but not least, the power of editing. I got the drive shaft. Let's go ahead and plug this in. And that's pretty much it at the bottom, guys. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go ahead and drop this bad boy down. I think my battery should be good now. Shoot. All right, let's go ahead and get the battery on. All right, let's go ahead and install the battery. All right, I think it should be pretty much done now. One thing I want to do, guys, do something a little bit different. Go finish off this car like outside. No, but I actually need to do my tints and all that. All right, let's go ahead and go buy the body parts, guys, that we need here. Let's go in the interior. Let's go to the tuning section. I'm gonna go ahead and tune my car. All right, I want to go all out, fam. I want to go all. Oh shit, we got the C. I think I like the B better. All right, let me go ahead and go all B's. Okay, all B's, mate, all B's. Is that it? But the C looks pretty sick though still. Yeah, you know what, I'll put the C. Let me get the C's. think I got this one already, but whatever. Go ahead and get the C's, mate. Yeah, we're gonna. But the hood, we're gonna stick with the B though. Jesus, there's no C for the hood. All right, let's go ahead and go get the glass and all that. Here. Let's go ahead and get the other body parts. I need the doors. I need the fenders. Alright. Get that. And rear bumper. I think I need that. The rear window, the windshield, and the trunk, and the mirrors. I think I probably got everything here. Let's go ahead and put this thing together now. All right. I need to go get the, what do you call it? I need to get the plates as well. I don't even know what type of plates go in here. Whatever, mate. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and throw this in. Mainly, I'm doing this now because I wanna, what the fuck? I thought I said I wanted to put the C's, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and go with the C's. Just to change this vehicle around a little bit. I don't know if that makes much of a difference, but it is what it is, fam. I'm putting those in. Alright, let's go ahead and throw in the last fender. I think I missed the mirror over here. Let's go ahead and throw that in. And throw in some headlights. Gonna go with the C. Alright, let's go ahead and throw in the last one. Gonna go with the C. And in terms of the plate, we got the Montenegro. Alright, let's see what we can get here for a plate. Montenegro. What the fuck did I just do? Montenegro. There you go. Let's go ahead and get 2. Just gonna go ahead and return what was in here. And then let's go ahead and put this in. Alright, I wanna go ahead and move. You know what? Let me go ahead and do my tint. Alright, this time we're gonna go ahead and do our tint just right now. Let's go ahead and take it all. I think that should be good right there. Alright, gonna go ahead and tint. Alright, let's go ahead and take this bad boy outside. Let me go ahead and move this thing back. Do I really want to take it outside? It really doesn't make any sense though still. But anyways, let me go ahead. Where is my interior at? Alright, I need these 2. Let's go get the interior now. Alright, the seats, gonna go ahead and get 2. I'm just replacing what was there, mate. I don't want to do too much. Alright, let's go ahead and install the interior. It does need a bench. I don't even know what type of bench goes in here, fam. Let me see here. Boy, oh boy. What is this one? I don't even know what type of seat this is. But anyways, let's go and see if we can find it. Alright. Could it be this one right here? Alright, hopefully I got the right seat now. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got the right bench and everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and take this thing for a dyno test. You know what, let's go ahead and go balance everything first and then take it to a dyno. Alrighty, we are here guys. Let's go ahead and see if this thing is gonna perform or not, if I have everything in order. That glare though, that tint is making. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, everything is complete. And yep, everything is complete guys. I was able to put pretty much everything necessary in here. Let's go ahead and do some wheel alignment here real quick. All right, let's align these wheels here real quick. All right, there you go. And then do the alignment for the headlights and all that. All right, there you go, right there. Okay, now we are ready to take this thing to a dyno test guys. Let's go ahead and do so and see how much gains we get. Alrighty guys, we are at the dyno testing section. Let's go ahead and start this dyno here real quick. I would like to assume we are going to be maybe 800 horsepower or something like that at the end. I don't know, but let's see. Let's see what the damage is gonna be. Yo, I thought, I was way off. Only 544. Come on. Only 544. I mean, can't complain, mate. Maybe this car is not really a performance car like that, but I thought it was like a Mustang or some shit. You know, it does have the face of a Mustang still. But anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing for paint. Alrighty guys, we are at the paint shop. Let's go ahead and do the lost work here. Let me see if there's any levers on this. I'm just gonna try and make something up here real quick. I think we'll just go ahead and go with option 2. Option 2, you got that fastback at the back of it, you know what I mean? Improved horsepower and all that. I think that would be pretty sweet right there. All right, let's go ahead and paint this bad boy. Alrighty guys, you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section down below, whether I'm doing the right thing, I did the right thing with this or not, but I think it looks good. All right, on to the wash. Alrighty guys, we're able to test pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and do some necessary detailing here before we sell this bad boy and see how much profit. Now that the horsepower wasn't so big, I feel like it's not gonna really bring in that much money. You know, I'm looking at least maybe like, I don't know, 50k or something like that. But take a look at this bad boy. I think it looks sick. I think it looks sick, mate. All right, so let's go ahead and do the lost work here guys and check everything out. As you can see, the factory horsepower is going to be 306. The measured horsepower right now after some improvements 544, and the factory torque is 539. All right, and the measured one at this point is 935, so more like double really for this one. All right, so I think everything is pretty looking much nice now. All right, everything is 100%. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price. Oh my god, give me at least 50k, fam. Not only am I getting more than 50k, 77,000 in so-called profit, but of course it's not 77,000 because if you count the amount of money that I spent on parts, then it's a significant amount of money, really. So I am still getting profit though, so let's go ahead and sell it. Alrighty, we are now sitting at 487,000, guys. All right, I don't know what my next project is going to be, but hopefully it's going to be something a little bit more interesting than this one and something that I have not done before. That's what I'm trying to do, guys, with my builds. I'm trying to build a car that I have not built before so that we can, you know, have a little bit of fun at the same time. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I am out.